Classic Restos, proudly brought to you by Shannons. Sign up to become a member of the Shannons Club. Kenworth Trucks Australia and Pace Farm Eggs.
G'day, I'm Fletch and welcome as I bring you to Christchurch in the South Island of New Zealand for the 2025 Holden Nationals in this week's Classic Restos. Welcome back. I'm just about to take you through one of the doors here at the Wolfbrook Arena, and what you're about to see is really spectacular. Come with me. How good is this inside the Wolfbrook Arena? This is absolutely fantastic. The 2025 Holden Nationals here in Christchurch, well, it's a pretty big deal, with Holdens or models that have travelled from all over New Zealand to be here. And between North Island and South Island, about 50-50, which geographically is a pretty smooth transition.
Never before in the history of General Motors Holden have so many different models of Holden cars been brought together in New Zealand. The Holden Club of Canterbury and the Holden Federation of Clubs New Zealand are excited to bring you the 2025 Holden Nationals competition and car show. This is a chance to feast your eyes on more than 130 Holden and HSV cars, and all under one roof. Our classic vehicles, regardless of brand, can make us take a trip down memory lane, from the first model through to the final. I think we can all remember a Holden somewhere in our lives, from a grandparent to an uncle, our own cars growing up, and even a neighbour. The ones that trigger our chrome-plated memories are here on show, and there is something for everyone.
So this is day one, Good Friday, Easter weekend for 2025. The show cars are parked up inside the Wolfbrook Arena from 8 o'clock in the morning through until lunchtime, and then judging takes place to around 5 p.m. This is an opportunity for meet and greet, so let's go and take a closer look. What an event. With me now, Ed Beattie. Ed, your role here this weekend?
So I'm the Vice President of the 2025 Nationals Organising Committee, holding the Nationals here in Canterbury. So I also belong to the Canterbury Holden Enthusiast Club.
Ed, the venue here, before we go much further, the Wolfbrook Arena here in Christchurch. Incredible.
Amazing, eh? What a place to have a car show. You know, there've been car shows here previously, and it's just a real privilege to be able to hold it in Christchurch, because we don't get it very often, but also to hold it in this venue, which kind of really shows off the cars beautifully.
Tell us the structure of the car clubs here. How does the Nationals come together? What's the backbone? What's going on there?
Right, so look, there's 18 different Holden clubs in the country, and we all belong to a federation which we all invest in and kind of spend some time. So we also have presidents and secretary who are actually drawn out of the car clubs to actually represent the whole community. So that's how the event's put on. So the car club runs the show, the federation runs the judging and provides the trophies. So quite separate in the way that it's actually done, but really good at keeping the community together as car enthusiasts, and really kind of looking after the best interest of either the north or the south, or the different models as well. So we've got them all well covered, that's for sure.
I think it's wonderful, I really do. Now, as we alluded to earlier, day one, Good Friday for Easter here in 2025, and judging this afternoon here, and big show day in here tomorrow, Saturday.
That's correct, yep. So judging goes from 12 o'clock this afternoon, from 12 to 5. So all the engines are going to clear out, so we've got no influence on kind of what's going on. So the judges have been picked by the federation, and a lot of them come from the clubs as well. So they'll be looking around, there'll be model-specific judges, and they'll get round all these by this afternoon, so we'll know kind of where things sit. But we actually won't know until prize giving on Sunday night exactly who's won what.
Ed, thank you very much for your time, for the interview here. You've got a big weekend, and all I can say is that this national event here in Christchurch,
is amazing, and it's a credit to you and a lot of people around you as well, Ed, but keep up your great work. Thank you.
Fantastic. Hey, thank you, Fletch. You know, we've got a big team that's involved in doing this, and we love doing this stuff, so good one. And thanks to you. Thanks for coming along and joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you, Ed.
Cheers.
With me now, we have Dave Young, one of the judges here for the 2025 Holden Nationals. How are you, Dave?
I'm very well, thank you, Fletch. And it is such a great honour to be down here at this event.
You should see this. This is immaculate. A 1968 HK Kingswood 186 up front. What a beautiful car. So, as a judge, where do you start with points? How does it work? And what do you look for, Dave?
Well, we start off with 100 points on our sheet. What we're looking for is the vehicle's originality, bearing in mind that this is a survivor vehicle. In most cases has done very many thousands of miles in this case. We're looking for it to be how it come from the factory. Looking at the body lines, looking at the body gap, looking at the glass, see if there's any scratches, the paintwork, and of course the interior.
Is a car allowed to have a full respray? Does it have to have original paint, engine up front, original engine with matching numbers? Is all this stuff taken into account?
Yes, it is. That is taken into account. The vehicle, a survivor car, is allowed to have repairs because it's so old. You can have a vehicle gets rust, so yes, you can have that fixed and you can have that section repainted. If you know that vehicle has had a full repaint, yes, you're going to knock it back severely for points for that because it is theoretically no longer a survivor car.
So the engine up front, they can have a rebuild as long as the numbers are still matching?
In my eyes, yes. If it has the original engine in there, yes, an engine will wear out. So if you want to use that car, you have to have that engine rebuilt.
Okay, now Dave, just explain to us the difference here. Now we've got a beautiful HR with standard stuff all around the engine bay, but it's got a different rocker cover. So what's going on there with the judging on this car?
This is a modified HR. That is absolutely perfect. If this rocker cover was on a survivor car, it would lose a huge amount of points because it is not a survivor, it is not original. Okay, as simple as that.
All right, but because this is in the modified class,
yes,
this car gets away with that rocker cover.
For sure.
Good on you, Dave. You've got a lot of work ahead of you, mate. I don't envy you this job here this afternoon. I'm going to let you get back to it. Dave, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Fletch. It's been a real pleasure speaking with you again today.
You are watching the 2025 Holden Nationals here in Christchurch, South Island of New Zealand. And you're seeing it first on Classic Restos. Back with more right after this.
I've been a motoring enthusiast all my life. My Coupe 4 is rare and very special. A real performance car with all-wheel drive grip. I'm not a car club bloke and I don't work on it myself, but I do have a great mechanic. One day, I might even get that HQ. When it comes to insurance, it's got to be Shannons.
Shannons shares your passion. Call Shannons on 13 46 46. Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts.
And of course, if you own a classic, it just has to be insured with Shannons. Why not pick up the phone and give Shannons a call for a quote and a chat on 134646? And becoming a member of the Shannons Club has never been easier. For more information on the Shannons Club and more, visit shannons.com.au.
In 2025, why not consider a tour of Detroit, Michigan, USA with Fletch? Detroit, it's the Motown City, the automotive epicenter. Each day is wow, wow, and more wow. Imagine experiencing where automotive history on a grand scale began. Stay in fine accommodation, taking in some of the best museums and private car collections on the planet. Book your exclusive 2025 Detroit tour with Fletch. Enquiries at DetroitClassicTours.com.
And away we go. This is Saturday, day 2 of the Easter long weekend for 2025. The Holden Nationals here at the Wolfbrook Arena in Christchurch in the South Island of New Zealand. Today, the Wolfbrook Arena is open from 7 a.m. to registered entrants so that they can prepare their cars for the public show day starting from 10 a.m. through to 4.
Well, of course, there's only one way to start the 2025 Holden Nationals here at Christchurch, and that's with a 48.215. How are you, Ian?
I'm good, thank you very much, Fletch. Yeah.
That's the way. Now, Ian, apparently you are the longest standing member of any Holden car club in New Zealand. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes. Yes. The first Holden club in Canterbury started in 1978, and I was a foundation member of that. And I'm the only remaining foundation member, which I guess makes me the oldest member in New Zealand.
Ian, what can you tell us about this remarkable 48.215 behind us? Sitting here in all its exuberance, have a go at it. Oh.
We bought it from a car sales yard in Christchurch. Before my wife and I were married, we didn't have enough money. I didn't have enough money to buy it. It was not a very nice unit. It was very ugly, in fact. We paid $1,000 for it. She lent me a $500. And I had $500, so I had to marry her, didn't I? Because
you did. Okay, now it had a partial restoration?
No, total restoration from ground up, not upholstery.
So we're still looking at an original interior?
Yes. The motor wasn't done up at that stage, because I didn't have enough money to do it. Yep. It survived until about 2003. The motor was totally restored, rebuilt, with all hardened seats and the valves and... And then it's done 8,000 miles since then. That was in 2003.
It's a beautiful example, Ian. And what I love about the restoration that has been done, it hasn't been over-restored. When we look at it here now, it's pretty well what I would envisage how it would have left the factory when it was new, around about that sort of condition.
It could be, yes. It was restored 44 years ago. Yeah. Right. In my garage at home.
So as a car, how does it drive, Ian?
Drives beautifully, absolutely beautifully.
Ian, it's been a wonderful way to start the 2025 Holden Nationals here at Christchurch with interviewing your good self and the legacy and the history that you have got with the car clubs as well in this country. I think that's wonderful. And of course this beautiful 48.215. Congratulations, Ian. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thanks, Fletch.
Time now for an immaculate 1960 FB Holden here at the Nationals for 2025. How are you, Heather?
I'm good, thank you, Fletch. How are you?
Good, thank you. Now, I believe this car comes with a beautiful family story you might like to share with us.
Certainly. It was bought by my grandparents who were on a waiting list back then for a new car. And my grandfather worked with Tasman Traders, and that was the outlet for Blackwell Motors. So the car was brought in as a demo car for Blackwell. And when my grandfather's name came to the top of the list, Mr. Blackwell rang my dad and said, "Hey, what do you think?" And he goes, "I better show the wife." So he took the car home, and the wife said yes straight away. And I think he had the keys for about 2 weeks before Nana stole the keys. So it was hijacked.
And became her car.
It was her car. She was 5'0", and she felt like the Queen of Sheba. So she did a lot of running around. She'd pick up the nuns from the local parish and take them into town once a month. And there was a lovely policeman, or traffic warden then, who would stop and save them a car park to let them out just outside Ballantyne's for Nana to park and then pick them up again. And
when the world was a different time.
Yeah, when there was parking. Yeah, so it got handed down to my mum once my grandfather died, and Nana did her last driving test in it. I think she was about 75. When my mum got the car, I think she thought she was driving a tank. Hence, I had a lot of panel work to do.
So she parked by nudge?
That, and any gap she just fitted. Yeah. So Mum would pick us up once a week from hockey, because I had to bike otherwise. And we had a hockey game, and we'd go off to another school to play hockey. And I was the only day girl in the hockey team. So picking up the rest of the team was 10 other girls, plus Mum.
With 11 people in the car?
Well, actually 12 with Mum driving, yeah.
That's amazing.
There wasn't room for seatbelts because, we were packed that tight, we're like sardines.
It's just what used to happen back then.
It was the norm. So my grandmother taught me to drive in this car.
Oh, this is beautiful. Now, you've still got your grandmother with you.
Yes.
Her hat, her earrings. Tell us about that.
Well, when I did the car up, when I started pulling out all the bits and pieces, we found her handbag and her gloves, her earrings, her pearls, and her lipstick. And I've got the original lipstick and powder box.
Good on you, Heather. It's a credit to you and the people around you that brought Nana's car back. As I said, I love this car, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the 2025 Holden Nationals here at the Wolfbrook Arena here at Christchurch.
Thank you very much. All the best.
When I was a kid, I loved cars. Still do. The 57 Cadillac Eldorado Brougham was the most advanced car in the world. Cost more than a Rolls. Hand-built with a stainless steel roof, cruise control, electric seats, and would you believe, air suspension. American iron. It's a passion Shannons understand. That's why they insure my daily drive, the caddy, my bike, even the house.
Call Shannons on 13 46 46. Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts.
Your story began in 1971. It's part of an endless tapestry that tells the story of our nation. It connects innovators to artisans, forests to houses, from the largest of operations to the smallest of outcomes. It's heritage. It's a legacy.
And moving through the 2025 Holden Nationals here in Christchurch as we do. How are you, Andrew?
Good, thanks, Fletch.
That's good. Are you having fun?
Yes, it's been a great weekend.
That's good. You're an integral tooth on the cogwheel of this event. Turning up here with this original example. Have a look at this. A 1987 VL SS Group A Commodore. This is a really beautiful car, Andrew.
Thank you, Fletch.
When a car like this comes along, we've got an example here that has just left the factory. Nothing's been tampered with. It's just an original example, and it just looks so good here today. I love the original interior, and nice car too. You've got the 304 there, 4.9 litre, 5-speed manual. Must be a really nice car to drive, Andrew.
Yeah, it's a lovely car to drive. Feels nice and light on the road. Very responsive. Handles well. Everything's good about it.
What can you tell us about the history of this car prior to you owning it?
It had two previous owners in Auckland, and then a man from Oamaru bought it, and he picked his daughter up from the hospital in it, and he used it for a wedding car when she got married.
See, it's nice when these cars are bought by somebody that does take care of them. You know, not everything has to be a burnout in the side street. And these cars here, well, they're just fantastic examples of cars that have been looked after.
Yes, definitely worth it. Yep. If people look after them, they stay around. Once they're gone, they're gone. So.
All right, Andrew, just tell us quickly about the car club that you belong to.
I belong to the Canterbury Holden Club. Great bunch of people. They had a run up to our place. They came up and had a look at my shed last year. Yep. And Steve from the club convinced me to put the car in the show. I wasn't really that keen, but yeah, I'm glad he made me get off my bum and bring it down here and put it in.
And how do you find the camaraderie with the older SS car owners?
Yeah, it's really good. The whole club is a great bunch of people, great people, very friendly, very easy to get along with.
Andrew, thank you very much for being a part of the 2025 Nationals here at the Wolfbrook Arena here in Christchurch. I don't think you guys could have found a better venue.
No, it's been amazing. You know, coming in here yesterday, it was wet and rainy. We come in here, it's beautiful. Look at it, just look around. Yeah. Look at the cars, it's awesome. Good
on you, Andrew, and keep up your fantastic work in preserving this VL Group A SS. It's a credit to you. I love the car. Thank you.
Thank you, Fletch.
Now we're in the Monaro lineup here at the 2025 Nationals, and this car we're about to, it's a little rough. It's a bit rough, but hey, it'll make the grade. And we're lucky enough now to have Ed Beattie, who is the Vice President of the Nationals Organising Committee. Got to take my hat off to you, Ed. Well, first of all, what you've done this year for the Nationals and your team, absolutely incredible, and thank you for having me.
Oh, mate, it's absolutely awesome having you here, Fletch. You know, the team have really pulled one out of the bag, I think. The place is looking amazing, indoor venue. The cars look spectacular, don't they? You know, so really good cross-section. So we're over the moon, we're wrapped.
You know, an event like this is not about what brand you're into. It's about vehicle appreciation. And some of the events that I've seen in the United States, Pinnacle events and other events here in New Zealand, this is certainly up there with the best that you'll see. And it's not about the type of car, we're talking condition here and the levels of extent that the entrants have gone to. We're talking, this is top-class stuff.
Oh, thank you, Fletch. You know, the team and the guys, all the owners and entrants have gone the extra mile. You know, these cars look absolutely brilliant. Yep. You know, whether they old, new, you know, kind of whatever they are, lots of effort gone in, and they look absolutely stunning. We're actually over the moon.
Of course, it too represents Australian manufacturing and Holden's being assembled here, obviously, in New Zealand as well. These things aren't made anymore. We all know that. So it's a bit of a cliche line, I guess, but it's what's left. and it's about preservation, isn't it?
It sure is. You know, we've got a group of dedicated owners now that absolutely love these things. They've come through their history, you know, for me, for you, you know what it's like. Yeah. Our parents had them, our grandparents had them. You know, they're just a staple part of our society, you know, when we were born, and we love them now, you know, so we've kept them, preserved them as a bit of a memory of our childhood.
Well, that's right, and you take a base model car like that HQ Belmont through there, the lower echelon type of car that the families used to get, and that is just, well, obviously it's been restored, but it still made it through and out the other side. Now, speaking of that, and Fancy accepting the interview after I've told the bloke that his car's a bit rough, but have a go at this 1972 Monaro 350 car. Ed, what's the story here? This is stunning.
It's got a really interesting history, this car. It was sold brand new in Papua New Guinea, of all places. Could you imagine driving a 350 manual, no power steering, no power windows, no air conditioning car in Papua New Guinea in 1972? You know, that would be really tricky. So this is where this car was sold brand new.
We look inside the interior, have a go at it. We've got the fish scale dash, I love that. Little bit of houndstooth there on the inserts of the seats. Beautiful interior. It goes without saying, although a Papua New Guinea car, this car has not had a hard life, right?
Well, it's done the traps, there's no doubt about that. It's been a high mileage car. We've done a full nut and bolt restoration on it to kind of get it to where it was. Factory flax interior, so lucky they ordered that with houndstooth, so would have been a little bit of creature comfort. But the car was quite rusty when we first got it, so we've done quite an extensive restoration.
Ed, it's fantastic that it's a compliant car with the 350 in it, but not only that, it's a 4-speed manual as well.
That's right, it's a factory 4-speed, and of the Series 1s, there's only 36 of those built. We've got one here today. It's a proper Muncie, it's an original Muncie 4-speed. Rare car anywhere, Australia here or wherever you go. You just don't see them with a 4-speed. See, plenty of automatics, but not this 4-speed.
It's amazing. Ed, I'll let you get back to it. Absolute credit to you and the team. Thank you very much for allowing Classic Restos here for 3 big days to bring you just some of an episode. All these events it's a toe in the water stuff. You could have 1,000 cars here. There's still only room for, 5 or 6 interviews on the show. Thanks again, Ed. Wonderful stuff.
Fantastic. Hey, thank you, Fletch. Welcome.
Day 3 and Easter Sunday, and the registered entrants are welcome to join the Sunday cruise and a lunch going to a secret location where the lunch is provided. And the mighty Holdens are now here in front of the Wolfbrook Arena, set to leave at around 10 o'clock this morning, arriving back into the city at around 2:30 this afternoon. Right, so all the entrants have left the Wolfbrook Arena, and it's a secret location for lunch, travelling through some beautiful countryside here. And unbeknownst to all the Holden people, apparently there's a big shed that we're going to full of cars, and that's unknown to them all at this point. So it's going to be pretty interesting when we get there and see what we're all in for. And of course, there's a lunch that's going to be put on as well. What an incredible 3 days around some of New Zealand's finest Holdens, and the people, every single one of them, absolutely magnificent. This has been an incredible event. Easter Sunday, the gentleman that owns this property at the secret location, good enough to have around 150 Holdens here on his property, putting on a lunch for everybody. And that is how the 2025 Holden Nationals is done in Christchurch, South Island of New Zealand. And I hope that you have enjoyed just some of it. Until next week, no matter where you're watching Classic Restos from, please ride and drive safe. I'm Fletch. Thanks for watching.
Holden Nationals 2025!
Classic Restos, proudly brought to you by Shannons. Sign up to become a member of the Shannons Club. Kenworth Trucks Australia and Pace Farm Eggs.